My name is Deniz S. I'm currently a second-year regular division student.
I'm Amber Marsano, currently a regular division second-year student.
My name is Michael Swoyer. I am a second-year regular division student.
My name is Deniz S. Patel. I'm a second-year law student, regular division.
The reason why I think the transactional law team is great is because of the experience it gives you, which is really different from what you experience in a classroom. You get to work with people, you get to have these documents in front of you, and just the practical experience that we don't really see in classes, I think, are great.
It gives you really hands-on experience. You're working with not only your teammates, but also you're working with professors and other attorneys in the field. And then you get to compete against other schools, which is just a really practical hands-on experience that you can't get in any classroom or any other organization on campus.
I think the transactional law team is the best group on campus, especially for students interested in transactional law and going into practice in that area. Just to piggyback on Amber and Denise, you get experience that you wouldn't get in the classroom, and it's also helpful for future classes you take. For example, I'm taking business planning right now, and things I've learned in transactional law are already coming up. So.
And the transactional law team also helps you develop your skills as, in reality, an attorney, because you have to work with somebody else. It isn't just you and another person sitting across from the room. It's actually you and a partner. Denise and I were partners. Amber and I were partners on some of the rounds. And what it does is it gives you the ability to see how well you do with another person, whether you're, let's say, dominating the conversation or whether you're too passive. So it helps you work through those flaws if you have them.
Right, and I think it's also a great experience to work with others and to also see what it's like to be in an adversarial kind of situation. We were competing against other schools, and just having that experience, it's a little different than litigating where you're kind of trying to win. Here you're just kind of trying to negotiate, you're trying to come to an agreement, and that's something that I think we're all going to be faced with. And so it was a great experience to be able to do that on a team in that kind of setting.
And it's really unique from other assignments that you have in law school, whereas this, you're trying to really tailor what your client wants and coming to an agreement between two different clients for some kind of transaction, and it's just a really great experience to be able to do that.
I mean, it's real life experience. You know, you'll be working with a client, and you'll be going against other future lawyers. So it definitely prepares you for the future.
And when you actually go to the competition itself, you have the ability to converse with actual judges who, have years and years worth of experience doing this, and this is your first time in. So they can give you pointers. They in fact gave us a significant amount of pointers on what to do and what not to do.
I mean, also going off what Mike said, it is a great networking opportunity. Like the fact that the judges are real practitioners, the fact that the people you're going against are going to be lawyers. It was a different atmosphere. We were trying to come to an agreement with someone, so it was friendly, but also, you had to learn how to work that into your favor. Right, and it was really great because we got professors involved also. We had Professor Swoyer, Professor Hammermesh, Professor Johnston. They would sit and watch us negotiate and give us feedback after and even jump in. So that was really helpful, and it was great to build a relationship with the professors on a different level.
And it was also great to start our whole project off at a law firm with local attorneys to help give us advice on how to start this term sheet and what we were really doing, and give us advice.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of them. I think actually networking is something you also get from the team. You get to meet people that you otherwise wouldn't have a chance to. So.
And I think if you're in a leadership role within this team, you also get the ability to look at multiple drafts that are submitted by your teammates. So you are essentially the partner in this instance. You get your associates' drafts, you work with your another partner to put together a draft that you think best represents what your client wants. And that's also another skill that I don't think you could replicate inside of law school.
Yeah, I mean, if you plan on going into practice in transactional law, then you should definitely do this, because you learn things that you're just not going to pick up in the classroom.
Right, and we were lucky enough to compete in the competition, but our team actually has 15 members, and how that was helpful to us was we had these drafts and we had to mark them up, and we actually had feedback from the whole team, so it was like we were getting 15 different opinions every time we were submitting something, so that was really great.
And it was a great way for all of the members to really get involved and give their feedback as well.
And throughout the competition, we had a client conference call where all of the teams were online speaking to our clients. It was kind of realistic in the sense that we would be drafting something, and then our client would say something, and we'd have to incorporate that, and so that was really neat.
The other thing about it is if you like competition, if you're a competitive person, it's also a good team to join because you're going against other schools, and you get a chance to see what your competition is going to be like in practice.
I mean, something else also with transactional law, you might not know if you want to do it or not, but I think every attorney is going to be exposed to transactional work. They're going to be given contracts, they're going to deal with contracts, and even if you want to litigate, I feel like this would be a great way to have exposure to the transactional side of things.
And also, just to add in, one of the things about the transactional law team was you didn't jump right into the work. We had a 3 or 6 week training session in the fall where you were able to watch. A client would give you a question. There would be a series of documents you'd have to analyze, and then you'd upload a video response. So it sort of eased you into the face-to-face negotiation if you'd never had a chance to negotiate in person before. So I think that was helpful as well.
So if you're interested in the transactional law team, the way that we went about doing it is we were all interviewed. There was an application process and then an interview process, and then what we boiled down to was 15 members. And then from those 15 members, 3 negotiators and an alternate were chosen. But everybody really had a really hands-on experience, I'd say.
And even if you aren't one of the lead negotiators or the alternate, I think we had several members who chose to attend and sit in the room where there was space and actually watch us negotiate and also receive pointers at the same time. So.
Right, it's a very open process that every step of the way the whole team is encouraged to attend, to be a part of the entire experience, and it's really, you want to because you want to see where the team is going, what you're being a part of.